Hi everybody, welcome to Story Time with Nonna. I'm Nonna and I've got a good book for you today, and it's a silly one, okay? You're going to like it, you're going to laugh at it. It's pretty funny. It's called Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis by Dov Pilkey. Let's get started. There was once a dog named Hallie. She lived with the Tosis family. Halitosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Halitosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halitosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. Ooh, got a dead fish and a dead tree and a painting that's holding its nose. When the children took Halitosis for a walk, everyone else walked on the other side of the street. Even the skunks avoided Halitosis. That's stinky. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea, and Hallie jumped up to say hello. Wow, Grandma wrecked her perm. Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. Something has to be done about that smelly dog, they said. The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Hallie. The children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath. So they took Halitosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Hallie's breath away, but it didn't. Next, the children took Halitosis to a very exciting movie. The name of the movie is I'll Leave You Breathless. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Hallie breathless. But it didn't. Finally, the children took Halitosis to a carnival. They hoped that Hallie would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. It says right here, you'll lose your breath if you ride this. Let's see what happened. Oh, just the opposite. But that idea stunk too. The plans to change Hallie's bad breath had failed. Now only a miracle could save Halitosis. Sadly, the three friends said goodnight, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Oh, what's going to happen? I'm excited. Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet rooms when suddenly they came upon Halitosis. Yikes, whispered one of the burglars. It's a big, mean, scary dog. Oh, don't be so silly, whispered the other burglar. It's only a cute little fuzzy puppy. The two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. That dog couldn't hurt a fly, whispered one burglar. Come here, Poochie Poochie, whispered the other. So Halitosis came over and gave the burglars a nice big kiss. Uh-oh. The next morning, the Tosis family awoke to find the two burglars passed out cold on the living room floor. It was a miracle. The Tosis family got a big reward for turning the crooks in, and soon Halitosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. In the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their mind about finding a new home for Hallie. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. And it says, this home is protected by dog breath. Because life without Halitosis just wouldn't make any sense. And they spelled it like sense, like an odor. That was pretty funny, and he's pretty silly at writing that book. I think it's great. So they all adopted clothespins, and they lived happily ever after. I hope you enjoyed that funny story. I really like that. That's a little different for me, but it was very entertaining, and I hope you liked it too. I hope you're having a great summer. We are here, but I'll be back next week with another story time with Nonna. Take care. Bye.